the next session, session 8. So 15. Okay, fine. So let's okay, shall we start the next session? Okay. Okay, sir, thank you. So the next topic which we are actually going to discuss is that data scrapping. And in session 8, actually, we'll be discussing three major topics: data scrapping, PDF data extraction, and Gmail automation. These three topics we'll be discussing. So if possible, I'll complete at least data scrapping and PDF data extraction now, and the Gmail automation the next session. Right? Fine. So data scrapping is very important because very effective tool in UiPath is data scrapping, because if you want to extract a structured data, right, in a website, you can just scrap it in, say, in minutes or in seconds. If you are doing it in what do you say, manual, right, it may take days or months, but within maybe 5 or 10 minutes, right, you can be able to scrap almost all the data. Such powerful what is that activity, that is data scrapping, is there. Okay. So first you should know what do you mean by structured data. Right. I show a demo here to understand what do you mean by structured data. Maybe all the computer science staffs, right? I mean, the professors, they will be able to understand what is a structured data. But still, let me, I'll give you a small idea about it. So okay, I'm going to take google.com, and then I'm going to type, say, UiPath, right? So some other thing I can take, say, software engineering. Right? Right. So I have so many. See, when I'm searching in Google, right, I have so many. What is that? Links I'm provided, right? So all these are having its own structure. So please press F12 in your Google Chrome, right? You can able to see the code of this particular page. This is the UI code of this particular page, right? Fine. So how to identify the structure, right? Like I'll show you that. Say, for example, this is the say title or say major link for this particular website. For example, Wikipedia, right? This is one. Let me take another link. So this is another, right? See, you can able to see in this case, heading 3 class attribute is having its own ID, right? So class attribute is having its own name, for example, right? You can take another link, software engineering. See, it is having another attribute. I mean, class name, but same. So likewise, see, for each and every link, it is having its own attributes, right? I'll show you this here. Right. So for these particular links, it is having its own structure. Let me take this particular link. This is the link, right? This is the text and this is the link. Okay. Let me click this and let me check here. See, you can able to see the website address, right? For that, it is having its own class, right? And if I'm taking this particular part, it is having a span, right? So likewise, each and every data is having its own attributes and details, right? So the UiPath will be working on this particular attributes, and it will be extracting that, right? So let me show you a small demo so that you can even more easy to understand. Let me take another example, that is Flipkart.com. Let me do one thing. I'm going to type mobiles here. Now say iPhone. Let me say iPhone. Right. So here you are having all the models, right? Each model name and the features of it and the rate of it, and what do you say? So so many things are there, right? So it is possible to extract all those things. Also, it is having its own link, right? If I'm clicking this, it is going to another link. In that particular thing, what you're having is that it is having its own what is that? Model details, is it right? What happens? Fine. Let me take some other. Okay, some problem is there with the website, I think. Right? Okay, no issues. Okay, so now I'm going to use this data scraping method to extract all the values. Okay, let me take one sequence. So demo data scraping. So demo data scraping, right? So you can able to see this data scraping. What is that icon? Okay. So if you click that, you can able to scrap all the structured data, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to scrape or extract all the data which is available in this particular website, right? And what I will do is that I will navigate to another link. Say, for example, I will go to the second page and will extract all the data. Third page, I'll extract all the data. Likewise. So let me do one thing. I'll extract. I can extract, say, 1,000 data, right? Let me take 1,000 data. Okay. I'll show how to do it. So next. So this is your title of or the mobile model title, right? So let me click this. It will ask automatically for the second element. Let me click this. That's it. See, you can able to see all these other model names, right? Automatically selected. Is it right? Automatically selected. All the models. Okay. That's it. So this is what your structured data. It means that if I am selecting a particular element, right, it is automatically selecting all the other elements. Okay. So I can give a title for this. So this is model name. Model name. So I want to extract the URL also, because inside the URL I have some more details about the model. Is it right? So I want to extract the URL also. Good. So these two things I have selected it. I'm going to click next here. Right. See, when I'm clicking next, see, you can able to see here, right? All the data are automatically extracted. Right. In the extract wizard, you can able to see all the models are extracted, right? And also its URL. Okay. Oh, I haven't given the name of the column, right? I'll go back. I'll give the column name as URL. Next, right? Fine. So now I am going to extract few more details of this particular website, right? Let me extract what is that rate of this model, right? For that, what you have to do now, you have to click this extract correlated data, right? Click this extract correlated data, right? So click this, click next, and the same element. See, you can able to see all the rates. I mean, the price values are extracted automatically, right? So for that, I am going to give price, PRI, the price of all the models, right? I have extracted it. I'm going to click next. Fine, enough, right? For the time being, I'm going to give enough. See, all the price values are extracted. All the price values are extracted. So now, here you can check this maximum number of results is 100. So if I'm giving 100, only 100 number of values will be extracted. That is 100 models, for example, right, will be extracted. If I'm giving 0, it will extract all the data inside the website. Say, for example, in this website, how many data are there? 11,483 mobile data are there, right? All the results, all the mobiles will be extracted, right? So instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 1,000. Let us extract only 1,000 data. Okay, fine. Before doing that, we can able to see a option called edit data definition. Right? Just click this. You can able to see the code, the structure of this. See. So what are the things I've extracted? I have extracted the first row. What is that? It is the model name. That structure is actually shown here. It is a div and it is 3. Div is a tag actually. So likewise, in column 2, right, what I extracted? I extracted the model name of it, right? Model name of it. And then I have extracted the price of it, right? So this structure is actually shown here. If you want to edit it, you can able to edit it. If you want to add it, you can able to add it. If you have the code in you, you can, if you want to add it, you can add it. So likewise, you can able to change the structure of it using the XML editor, right? Fine. So now let me do finish. So what I did, I have extracted the model name, I've extracted the URL, I've extracted the price, and then I change this to 1,000. Now I'm going to click finish, right? So it will be asking for, is data spanning multiple pages? Is data spanning multiple pages, right? So it means that whether this page is having multiple pages is asking for this. So what you have to do, just scroll down. Just scroll down, right? And click the UI path, right? Yes, just click yes. If it is yes, it will be asking for where to go, which is the next page I have to go. That is asking, right? Let's just click yes here and then click the next button here, right? So I'm clicking this next button. That's it. So your code is over, your programming is over. That's it, right? So you can able to see automatically attached browser is there, and then there is a structured data activity is there. A structured data activity is there. So there all the values are actually extracted. It is available. Where it is available in a data table. See, extract data table is automatically generated. It is a data table. Okay. So now what you can do is that you can use a workbook to store the extracted data table, right? To store it in an Excel sheet. Okay. So let me do one thing. I'll go to workbook. So in this workbook, you can able to see so many activities, right? There you can see an activity called right range. I'm going to drag and drop this right range. As I already told you in the last session, right? If I'm selecting a activity from a workbook, I have to give the workbook path. Okay. So let me give the workbook path of it. I will create an Excel sheet. Flipkart result, right? Flipkart result, right? Flipkart result. Okay. So I'm clicking this and click open. So I have given the Excel path of it, right? The Excel file path of it, right? And what is the data table? This is a data table, right? Extract data table. We copy it and paste it. Excellent, right? So now I'm going to execute this. So for executing this, this page should be ready. This is what the code I have done, right? This page should be ready. Slowly will improve this code. Okay. Let me execute this. See, it is automatically spanning, right? The next page showing 97 to 120, showing 121 to 144. See, 1000 values will be extracted. That's it. See how fastly it is scrapping all the data. If you are doing this manually, just think about it. So I hope it is extracted. I think only 984 values are there, the website with proper structure. So it is the extraction is completed. So it will come back to the UiPath Studio automatically, right? So now our job is to check whether the extracted data are available or not, right? So go to project, right? Right click this project pane. You can able to see open project folder. Click this because my file is there. Okay, the extracted Excel file is there. Okay, so now Flipkart result. Where is that Flipkart? Yes, here it is the Flipkart result. I'm opening this. See, all the data are extracted. Let me do one thing. See, all the data are extracted. Yes, all the data are extracted, right? This is the excellent feature in UiPath. So the same thing also can also be done with the help of Selenium, right? It is based on Java, so it is also a very good tool to extract such a kind of data. But UiPath is actually more advanced, right? They have done so many improvements in extracting the data, right? Let us see one by one in that. So fine. So here the problem is I have extracted the URL, right? But what actually you are getting? You are getting a path which is different, right? So let me paste it in a what is that notepad? See, if I am copying this URL and if I'm pasting it in a web page, so it won't work because the URL which is extracted here is a what is that? Relative path. It's called as relative path. So what is the relative path? A relative path where the domain name will not be included in the relative path, right? So for example, Flipkart, www.flipkart.com. Let me take this from the website itself so that it will be easy for you. I'll take the Flipkart here and then I'm going to paste it. Okay. So this is the domain actually. And this is what the exact product link, is it right? Let me paste it here. So this is called as the absolute path. This is called as the absolute path. Okay. So the problem here is that here you are not getting the flipkart.com domain name in this relative path. Here you can able to get the, here you are having the Flipkart.com. So let me paste this in the browser so that it will work. See, it is working, right? So what you have to do is that here I have to add the domain name, right? Fine. So now here I can able to see, right, all the relative paths are extracted. Now I have to add the domain here, because if you are doing the web scraping, when you are extracting any URLs, most of the website is dealing with relative path. Okay. So if you want to add the domain, so we have to do some processing here. So what to do? Let us see. So let me delete all the data, right? Let me close this, right? And I'll close this also. So let us go to UiPath. So here, the data are available in the extract data table. What is that? Extract data table, right? So that all the data are available in this variable. So what we have to do, we have to extract the what is that? Column 1. Column 0 is the model name. Column 1 is the URL name. Column 2 is the price name. So we have to extract column 1, and then we have to attach or concatenate the domain name. This is what the work we have to do. It's very simple. Let us do that. So what we have to do is that we have to use for each, go to the activities pane and type for each row in data table, right? So let us take this and extract the data table. That is, you have to give an input as data table. What is the data table? Extract data table. That is a variable name, right? I've given it. So now what I have to do is that I have to assign a variable, right? Not a variable, that is current row of say 1, is it right? 1 is having the link. Current row of 1, right? And is equal to, right? So current row 1, right? Dot to string, right? Right. So here we have to embed the what is that? Flipkart.com, is it right? We have to concatenate it, right? So for that, what I have to do, I have to copy this. That is, this is the domain name. Let me copy this, and then I will paste this, right? So if I'm giving like this, what happens, right? Each and every row, right? Each and every row of column 1, sorry, column 2, right? It will be embedded with or concatenated with Flipkart.com domain, right? So this is the code, right? And once it is added, then we can write it in the data table, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reduce the maximum number of this, because it is taking time to extract, right? So let me reduce it to say 100, right? Reduce to 100. I'll make it a save, right? So now fine. I hope it will work, right? Before that, what I have to do, I have to open the Flipkart website. I have to click the mobiles. So this is what the page. Now let me run the file. So it's going to extract only 100 data. So I think the selectors are changed. Let me check why it is. Yes, the selector has changed. Let us check why it is. Go to edit selector. Okay. So indicate element. Let me indicate answer once again. Yes, now it is working. Okay. Then let me check the extracted structure. Right. Highlight. Yes, it is working. And again, I will run it. Yes, it is working now. Fine. 100 values are extracted. Now, what we have to check uh, whether the domain is properly concatenated to the what is that particular row, that is current row of 1, right? So let us check it out. Where we have to check, go to the project, right click it, open project folder, open the Flipkart result. Excellent. It is properly concatenated. Let me copy it and paste it in the delete everything. I'm going to paste it here. It is properly concatenated. Excellent. Let me test it whether it is working or not. Go to the browser, go to here and enter. Good, it is working fine. Right? Okay. So likewise, you can do all the processing because you cannot rely or you cannot depend on this data scrapping. If you are extracting the data, there is a possibility, right? There is a possibility to what is that? Few data may get missed out. So you have to do some changes in the data scrapping, right? Like this, you have to do some changes. If you're doing such changes, right, we can able to extract extract the data properly. We should not take say dump data, right? We have to extract the proper data, right? Fine. So here we are facing a problem that we have to keep on open this what is that Flipkart, right? Every time when we are when we are executing it, right? So let me do one thing. I'll do some small changes here, right? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to use open browser, right? Open browser, right? And in here, what I'm going to do is that I give the domain name here, right? So what is the domain name? Flipkart.com. Let me open this, right? So within the course, I can give the Flipkart.com, right? So fine. Now here, what I have to do, I have to click the browser. Which browser it is? Chrome. Okay. So this will open in Chrome. So now what I have to do is that I have to type mobiles, is it right? So I have to type mobiles, right? And then I have to press enter. So this will be my page. Okay. Let me try this. Type into. There is an activity called as type into. So let me drag and drop here, right? So I have to indicate where I have to type it, right? So let me click this and select this area, right? And then what I have to type? Mobiles. Okay, fine. And then what I have to do? I have to click the search button, is it right? So I think the search button won't work in Flipkart if we are trying to automate it. Let us try it. If it is not working, we have to find some other solution, right? I have to use click, right? Using click mouse activity, what I can do is that I can click this search button, right? Let me select this activity. Let me select this particular element, okay? And then I'm going to save it, okay? So we'll do one thing. This particular attached browser is working perfectly because we tested it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize it, right click it and disable it. Right? It means that you are commenting out that particular activity, because that is working fine. No need to test once again. 2 or 3 times we're testing means code be good. So this is the new code we have added. So we have to test only this particular code. Okay, let us test it. Whether it is properly opening the website, properly typing the content mobile, and it is properly clicking the search button, right? If it is not working, then we have to find some other way to do it. I'll close it. Let me run again. Excellent. It is working fine. So it is working properly. No issues. Okay. So now what we can do is that let me uncomment this. For that, right click, enable activity. Disable activity is for commenting. Enable activity is for enabling the activity. That's it. Now this is working. So let us test it once again with all the whole as a whole, whether it is working or not. Because this part is working and this part is working. So we have to test whether it is working as a whole. Fine. So I have to close everything. I'm going to run the file. See, Flipkart is loading now. Mobiles are typing, so it's clicking. Excellent. And it is scrapping. Excellent. So I'm not doing anything yet. It is automatically opening the website, dragging it. Oh, fine. So issue is there. See, when you are doing the processing, you have to close the website. Sorry, you have to close the Excel sheet because you are going to write it now. You have to close the Excel sheet. Let me close it. And I'll again run it. Before that, let me delete all the data which is already available here, right? Let me remove all the data so that no confusions will be there, right? So I've removed everything. I'm again going to execute it. Oh, sorry. The Flipkart is opening, right? Mobiles, fine. Fine. So successfully the code is working, right? So let me check it here. Flipkart result. See, fine. Everything is working. Right. So you may be asking, sir, can I open the website? Open the Excel sheet and can I execute? Because it is showing error, right? So is there any possibility? Yes, there is a possibility. Right. Let me remove this. Let me save it. See, I have opened the Excel sheet. Right. Others, I am going to close everything. Right. So go to this right range. Right. Okay. So here in this right range activity, workbook activity, there is no possibility. You have to close it and you have to execute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Excel activity because Excel activity is having few more options, right? In Excel activities, there is an option called right range. The same thing is there, but few more options are there. Let me try it. Right? I'll remove this right range. So here, what I have to do, I have to give the path for the Flipkart, right? And then I can use right range of this Excel activity, right? And then I can have extract data table, right? So now, what happens here is that I have used Excel application scope, which we have already discussed in the previous session, right? The Excel application scope is there. There I have given the path of the Excel sheet and then right range where I have to write the data. I have given that and the variable of the data table. Also I have given that, right? So when I'm clicking this Excel application scope, you can able to see a few options here, right? You can able to see here is an option called visible. If this option is actually checked, it means that you can able to open the Excel sheet and you can able to execute. If you are removing this, right, invisible, right? So you have to close the Excel sheet and you have to execute. Okay. So let me do one thing. I'll click this visible and then let us execute. Okay. I think I've closed everything. Okay. Fine. Flipkart is opening. Mobiles. See, while opening the Excel sheet, it is successfully working. Immediately, it is writing like this, right? Fine. If I am removing this visible, right? No need to worry. It will. You have to close the what is that Excel sheet and you have to execute. So this is what the option or possibilities to scrap the data and store data in Excel sheet, right? Okay. Okay. So can you try one exercise, because this is a very important activity, right? The reason is that, say, see, our students, right? Say, for example, nowadays, right? The problem with the students is that they are not actually employable. That is a problem, right? Few are actually getting employable, and many of them are actually not employable. The problem is that they are not having that particular skills to what is that get a job or to get a money, right? I mean, to earn money, right? So for that, there are many options are available, but still they are not actually aware of it, right? So this is one particular activity where you can earn money because you are collecting the data, right? You are collecting the data, right? So data nowadays, data is a major part which is happening in the data science projects, right? Most of the data science projects, they need data, right? So if we are having such a what is that skills to extract the data, you can able to earn money, right? So this kind of things we can in the during the BTech, I mean engineering time, we can train them to do all these kind of tools and activities, so that after the engineering, right, they will be self-employed easily, right? Fine. So what I'm trying to say here is that there are many opportunities for web scraping, right? So let me show a website so that you can able to understand. So there is a website called what is that? I forgot the website. Okay, I'll tell you that later. So in that website, you can able to get all the web scraping based projects. Even anybody can able to earn money from the project, because most of the projects are working with data science, right? So that is why so many opportunities are there presently, right? Fine. So now what are you going to do is that I'm having this code, right? So with this code, including this code, what I'm going to do the change, right? You have to first you have to log into Flipkart, right? First you have to log into Flipkart, type mobiles here, right? Type mobiles and press enter, or click this search button, right? So you can able to see all the list of what is that list of models. So scrape only 100 data, right? Extract only 100 data, not more than that, right? After extracting 100 data, right? What you have to do is you have to click this, click each and every link. Click each and every link, go to this link and extract, say extract say warranty here, right? So extract the warranty details. Okay. So what you have to do, click each and every link, right? Go into this particular what is that model page, right? And extract the warranty details. Warranty details. Okay. So I think in all the links, it is warranty details are there. Yes. Details are there. Yes. Let me go into this. Warranty details are there. Yes. Excellent. Right. So can you do that? So what you do is, please try this, right? Consider this as an assignment, right? Please try this. Once you get this right, what you do is go into this particular link and extract the warranty details. Right? Okay. Please try this so that I can able to confirm that at least after this session, you will be having some idea about data scrapping now. That is why. Please try this. If any doubt is there, please ask me. No issues. So I'll try this meanwhile so that text. Link. And where I'm going to put this, Control K. So warranty details. Oh, right. So if I made a mistake here, warranty. So warranty is there. Copy it and assign. Current 3. That's it. Whether it is working or not. Oh, sorry. So I have to select the browser for then close tab. what happens. Okay. Data. So anybody is having any issues, so that let us discuss that. Okay. It's okay. Now it is working. Okay. So anybody got the result for this? Just fine. Yeah, it's working now. So I tested with 5 datas. So only okay. This is highlights. This is not extract. So if you have to restore. So the problem with this is that so this is not a structured data. That is why the errors is there. The structure is changing. Let's check with some other link. So here, if I'm checking this particular indicator, see, it is not validated. So, right. So this particular warranty details is not structured. It is changing. The page details is changing. That is why I'm getting a value like this. See, for the first two data, it is properly extracting. For the remaining three data, it's extracting a different location. That is why it is showing highlights, right? So if it is not a structured data, you won't be able to get it, right? Anybody else tried and got it? Are you doing that? Anybody is trying? Can you please respond? Or shall I move on to the next topic? Particular, sir? Anybody else is there? Fine. Okay. So let me move on to the next topic. So data scrapping, we have discussed all the things, right? So it is a structured data. Only we will be able to extract the structured data, right? So all these things we have discussed. Yes. Okay. This is the exercise we have discussed for Flipkart. And this is another exercise. This also we have completed. Okay. So another very important thing is that when you're scrapping the data, you should be very careful about scrapping it. See, so you are telling that, I mean, you may be thinking that, okay, with the help of Google, right, we can scrap all the data. No, you should be very careful about it. So Google will be keep on monitoring, not only Google, any website, right? The administrators will be keep on looking the IP address. So how many actually, who is actually checking the website, and how many times that IP is actually hitting that website, right? All these things will be extracted, right? So let me show you one thing, right? www.google.com/robots.txt, right? So this is the format. If you give like this, any website, not only google.com, any website, give the domain name /robots.txt, right? So they will give permission for this. Only those things can be extracted. Others won't be extracted. So if you are extracting those things, right, then what happens? So the Google may block your IP. So for example, you are working in an organization, right? You are using UiPath, right? And with the help of UiPath, you are extracting data from Google, right? So what what Google will do, right? So this from this particular IP, so many times it is hitting this particular what is that website, right? So why it is hitting? So they will check it out, right? So they are stealing some data from Google. Like that they will think, right? So at that time, what they will do, they will block your IP. So think of if your college or if your organization, right, is not having Google, right, it will be a big issue, right? So that is why you should be very careful when you are extracting it. Then you are asked, then you will be asked, sir, then how can I extract? Don't extract more data. If you are trying to use Google, don't extract more data, right? Extract a few data, say for example, 100 or 200 data every day. Schedule like that. And the next day, you extract another 100 or 200 data. That's it. Right? So that within 1 or 2 weeks, you can able to extract everything. If you are extracting very sensitive data, for example, right? See, if I'm checking like this, google.com/robots.txt, just check this. See, they have disallowed everything. First thing is they have disallowed search, right? Disallow search. So it means that you should not scrap data from search. What is that search? Google.com. Search one, right? If you are searching something, say for example, if you are searching, say engineer, right? So google.com/search. This is the thing you are having. Google.com/search. So it means that what? This search means what? You are disallowed to scrape any data in search. And they have allowed search/about, right? Right? If you want to take data, they are allowing to search that /about, search/static. All these things are allowed. Okay. See, they are allowing finance. Google Finance are allowed. And you can scrap data from finance, right? So these are the very important thing you have to do. You have to check out when you are doing any scrapping. So let me say I will take another website. Let us say flipkart.com. flipkart.com/robots.txt. See, they have mentioned it. They have mentioned everything, right? See, they have mentioned about the bot robots. Right? Google bot image is disallowed. Ads bot -Google is disallowed. Media bot. See, sometimes, right? They will mention the bot name, right? So that the bot itself is not allowed to scrape the data. And say they have mentioned view card is also disallowed. Dynamic is also disallowed. Likewise, they have mentioned everything, right? See. So if it is like that, it is better not to extract the data. But there are some websites that is they are allowing to extract the data. You should be very careful when you are extracting such things, right? Okay, fine. So this is what. Let me share this in the chat, right? Right. So any domain name, that is domain name /robots. So this is the what is that? This is what you have to check before scrapping any data. You have to check whether they have any restrictions. If there is any restriction, you have to be very careful. Don't scrape so many data. right? Try to scrape restricted data so that they won't block that particular IP. Okay, fine. So this is what the thing for data scrapping, right? Next topic is PDF automation, right? So PDF automation. So another important thing, because if you are processing any invoices, right? If you want to extract any values from a particular invoice, right? You have to use this PDF automation, right? So in PDF automation, the problem with that is UiPath is not having any activities for extracting the PDF, right? Extracting data from PDF, right? So two ways you can do. You can directly code it for extracting the PDF using screen scraping. You can extract it. That is possible. But there are third-party or third-party activities are there. So how to install that, right? That I will show you now, right? So if I'm going to, right? See, if I'm clicking PDF, I have installed it. That is why I'm getting this. PDF activities, I'm getting this, right? But if you search in your UiPath, please, one of you please search in the UiPath, right, and type PDF in the activities pane, right? Whether you are getting these activities, you won't be getting it. Can you please confirm and tell me? You're not getting the PDF activities, right? Go to activities pane, type PDF.
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
Nothing is coming.
Yes, fine. So I'll tell you how to install the. Okay, sir. Fine. I'll tell you how to install the PDF activities, right? So go to manage packages. So please go to manage packages in UiPath. Click this. You will be able to get this particular window. So manage packages in UiPath. So there, click on this all packages. Click on this all packages. Go to manage package and click the all packages option. And the next step, what you do is type PDF. PDF. So there will be many third-party activities, but I request you to select only this kind of activities. Say UiPath.pdf data. So this is actually verified by UiPath. UiPath.pdf.activities means they have verified this package. Okay, so you please click this. So in the right-hand side, you can able to see install. Since I have already installed, it is showing as uninstall. Okay, so for you, I think it will be showing as install. Please click and install it. Let me uninstall and I'll show you that. I'll uninstall this. Okay, now I have uninstalled the PDF activities from my UiPath. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to again install it. So let me do the steps once again. Click manage packages, right? Go to all packages. Click on the search PDF, right? See, you can able to see this first one, UiPath.pdf.activities. So click this, right? The right hand side, you can able to see install, right? It is install, right? Please click this. Once you click this, right, it will show like this, like orange color button will be there, right? So package to be installed. It has not yet installed. So to install it, what you have to do, you have to click save. You have to click save. Once you click save, automatically it will restore for the dependencies. It is installing, right? Okay, now this particular package is installed in UiPath for this project. Please note, for this project you have installed. If you are going for some other project, again you have to install the PDF, right? Let me check. I'll show you that. So for this project, right, just go to project folder, click the project folder, and check out this particular dependencies. See these dependencies. So these are the dependencies of this project. These are the dependencies of this project. See, UiPath.excel activities is a dependency. UiPath.mail activities is a dependency. PDF is a dependency, right? These are the dependencies. So if you are going for some other project, you have to again install the PDF activities. Okay, fine. I hope you have installed it. Is it right? Did you install the one? Are you able to locate the PDF activities in manage packages? I'll give you some time. Please install it because the next activities or next exercises, right? We'll be focusing only on the what is that PDF processing.
Hello, sir.
Not yes, sir.
I don't get the PDF items in the managed packages. Can you please tell one more time?
No issue, sir. I will tell you. Okay. Okay. So please click on the manage packages. When you click the manage packages, in the left-hand side, you can able to see many options: settings, project dependencies, all packages, local, official, like that. Many options are there, right? So please click all packages. Once you click all packages, type here PDF. Right. So for me, actually, it is getting in the, it is showing it in the starting itself. So you can scroll down. You can scroll down to search for the PDF. Right. So you have to search this one, uipath.pdf.com. Or you do one thing, sir. I'll help you. uipath.pdf.activities. Okay, I'll share this in the chat. Please check the chat. Right, please copy this uipath.pdf.activities. Copy this and paste it in the manage packages. Please paste it in the manage packages. So it will come at the top. Once it come at the top, right, click this and install.
It is taking too much time saying restoring dependencies.
Yes, sir. What is your RAM size, sir? It is 4 GB or less than that?
Sir, 8 GB.
8 GB. Then it will come. What happens? Okay. Anyway, sir, let us wait, sir. No issues, because we should know how it is actually installing now. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And Rekha, ma'am, did you install it, ma'am? Okay, I think let me give you the theoretical part, and the activities let us discuss in the next session, right? And so meanwhile, please install the PDF activities packages in your UiPath Studio so that it will be easy for you to execute. Okay. Okay, no issues. So let us move on to the topic so that we can. During the lunchtime, you please install it and tell me whether it is successful or not. PDF automation. So in PDF automation, what actually we'll be doing inside PDF, you will be having a what is that text, right? So you'll be extracting those text. Normally, invoices will be coming in PDF format. So what you have to do is that you have to extract a particular text, right? I can categorize the data extraction in PDF in two ways. The first one is extract group of data, right? You'll be simply extracting the group of data, right? And another type is that extract specific data. Okay? So these two things are there, right? The one is extract group of data, another one is extract specific data, right? So in group of data, what you will do is that you will simply extract whatever text is there inside that particular data, and then you will process it, right? In case of extract specific data, for example, say invoices, right? The invoices, you may be extracting the invoice number, or you may be extracting the what do you say, the final cost of it, right? The final expenditure of it, maybe, right? So you will be extracting those details only, right? So for that, right, what you have to do for this particular thing, what you have to do, that we are going to see, right? As a start, first we have to know how to read a particular text or how to read a particular PDF file, and then how to display it. That we have to check it out, and then slowly we will go on to the next level, right? So here I have shown three ways of extracting the PDF text. One is using read PDF text activity. Another one is read PDF with OCR activity. The third type is screen scraping. Screen scraping, we already done it, right? Simply we can give the screen, it will extract the text, right? And the second method, for the second method, right, you have to use getText method. You have to use getText method. So from that, you can able to extract the particular value, like invoice number, like expenditure, all these things, right? And also you need to have anchor base, right? So in anchor base, right, you have to find one anchor element and you have to find the target element. Then only you can able to extract the particular value of it, right? So in these two ways, we can able to extract. Let us discuss that in detail. First, we will extract all the data, right, using read PDF text activities. Okay, so let me create a new sequence. So it is a PDF automation demo. Right. So in this PDF automation demo, what I have to do is I need to have a PDF file, right? So let me go to the my process. So I have a PDF file. See, this is the PDF file. So now you can able to see all these are text. All these are text, and this is actually an image. This is actually an image. So how to extract this one and how to extract this one? First, I will extract with the help of a text activity, and I will check whether this image is extracting or not. Okay. So let me go to this and go to the activity, type PDF. So you can able to see some list of activities here. Read PDF text, one activity is there. Read PDF with OCR activities there, right? So please drag it and drop it here. You have to give the file name. So click browse and find your file. That's it. Once you given the path of it, right, you have to give the output of it, right? Control K. Okay, result text. Some variable, right? Result text. So it is going to be a string because it is a text. No, it's going to be a string, right? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to display it, right? Because what is the output? How it is extracted? I have to see, right? So again, a message box. I'm going to search message box. I have to drag and drop this message box. Type this resultant text. Result text. This is a simple code here. Let me run this. How it is extracted. Let us see. See, it is extracted. The text of these things extracted. Is it right? Up to source code is extracted, right? And then next is the image. This is an image. Image is not extracted. That is a problem here. Okay. So to extract the image, then you have to go for OCR extraction, right? Just click OK. Let me comment this out, right? Right. So I'll type PDF. Here there is an option called read PDF with OCR. Drag and drop it. Okay. For this also, search for the PDF automation file. Sorry, PDF file, right? Once that is identified, once your path is identified, right, you have to give the OCR engine, right? Drop OCR engine activity. So go to this activity pane, type OCR engine. Sorry. See OCR engine. Here it is, OCR engine. So here, as I told, please don't select Google Cloud OS Vision. If you have a paid account for this, you can drag and drop it. Or else better go for say Microsoft OCR or UiPath Stream OCR. Both are free actually. So fine. So I have drag and drop the Microsoft OCR. Then here I am going to give text val. So copy it and paste it here. Let us see how it is actually extracted. See, excellent, it's working fine. See, I can able to extract all the text here as well as the image. Drop table, yes, see. So fine. So if your PDF file is having both text and image, so you have to use OCR. OCR means what? Optical character recognition. We already discussed that, right? With the help of that, you can able to extract the text of it. Fine. So this is the code. What about PDF package? Whether it is installed, Anish sir?
Sir, still restoring dependencies.
Okay. Can you please press escape key? What happens when you are pressing escape key?
Sir, no difference, sir.
No difference,
Still processing.
Okay. Fine.
Should I restart, sir?
You can restart the UiPath, sir. No other do, because it's taking too much of time. It won't take too much of time like this.
Okay.
Please, sir. Okay. Please restart it so that we can test once again.
Right.
Okay. Amit sir installed. Okay. Okay. And Rakular sir has asked a question. Can we extract handwritten PDF? So this is the problem. Yes, sir. This handwritten PDF, right? It is difficult to extract. You can extract with OCR, but the problem is that, right? It won't. The detection rate is very less if you are extracting a handwritten text, right? That is why it has to follow. It has to have some. What is that? Some text format should be there. So here, in this case, actually, it is actually a text format, but it is in the image. I have converted into image and I pasted it. If it is in the handwritten form, it is difficult to recognize, I think. Then we have to go for, say, machine learning kind of thing, like, say, there is a possibility like you can write a Python code with machine learning to extract, to convert the handwritten text to what is that, normal text, right? Write a Python code, and what we can do is that using this inject code, there is an activity called inject code. Okay. Inject.NET code, only inject code is there, right? Insert. I think there is a third-party activity is there. See, there is an activity called Python activities. So you can install that and then you can try for it. So in this Python activities, there is an option called import Python code. So using that, you can import the Python code and you can execute it. But UiPath is not working. I tried with handwritten text, it is not working properly. Any other questions? So we have a few more topics in this PDF extraction. So one more exercise left at this invoice processing. So this is a very important exercise. Let us discuss that after the lunch if possible, right? Please. And after this, we'll be discussing about Gmail automation. It's very important because for email or Gmail automation, there is no proper documentation available in the internet, right? So you can please check out this class very clearly. Next session will be very, very useful for you, because whatever automation processing you are doing, it has to be sent to a particular location, right? Then only you can able to verify it. Okay, every time you cannot keep on opening the system and you cannot check whether the data is extracted or whether the operation has done properly. It is very difficult to do. Check that. So for that, better we need to have a mail automation. Mail automation is good because once you have done the process, just send a mail. So you can just check it with your mobile, right? That's why Gmail automation is very important here. Let's discuss that. So let us discuss all those topics in the afternoon session, right? So can we go for lunch now?
Oh, yes, sir. We shall go for lunch now and we'll meet after lunch.
Okay. Yudvi sir has asked about please explain activities such as Python.